What do you find unique about your career field?
I find it unique because it's always like a puzzling situation. You don't have the same day every day. You have different kids walk in every day and they have a different injury, or maybe it's pretty textbook material injury, and sometimes an injury you think should be easy is more complex. And so it's always like a variable change from day to day.
Okay. What skills or characteristics do you feel contribute most to success in this industry?
I think you have to be flexible enough to deal with all types of people, and we don't get to choose our clientele, so every kid that walks through the door has a different story, and sometimes we have to deal with complicated situations based on the kid's background or home life or whatever. That we have the compassion side of it has to be weighed in every time. It's unique.
Okay. What do you find most enjoyable?
I think it kind of goes with the same thing. I like problem solving, so I think the most enjoyable thing is figuring out what's wrong with the kid and why they're hurting, and then working with them all the way until they recover and seeing them play. Especially with more severe injuries, when you have a kid tear their ACL, they go through the whole cycles of grief, and then next thing you know, they're out there killing it and performing very well, and it's fun to see kids succeed.
What parts of your job do you find most challenging?
Challenging could be, there's two sides. The hours are always challenging because there's only two people covering a school with 3,000 kids, so it can be challenging just from a time standpoint. And then resources are a challenge sometimes. We know about things sometimes that a kid could use to aid in the recovery, and we may not have the ability just to provide everything that kids need sometimes. So it's resources and time are challenging.
Okay. What sacrifices have you had to make to succeed in this field, and do you feel the sacrifices were worth it?
For me, I was newly married, so I've had to sacrifice a lot of young married life, I guess, for my husband. And we are both athletic trainers, so our time is luckily pretty similar, but we don't have much time together. So the holidays and the summer breaks, stuff like that, is our time to soak up the sun rays or whatever. Like, we'll figure it out, and we just spend time together, but we only have so little time.
And for me, I spend a lot of time with other people's kids, and haven't been able to spend maybe the adequate amount of time with my own kids, but the reward there is, now that my son's in high school, I'm hands-on every day with his athletics. So there's a reward in the end for all the years that he was drug around the field house and practices and stuff.
Okay. Aside from visible compensation such as money, travel, etc., what kind of mental rewards does this career yield?
Goes back to what she was saying about seeing kids succeed after they've been down. A lot of kids, whatever happens in life to bring them down, watching a kid who struggles through the injury process, or I've had kids who've lost a parent, kids who've lost a sibling, real struggles in their life, and then watching them enjoy the success that they have, or just the life support and the life success they get from being successful in athletics. It's rewarding.
What is the most important thing that someone planning to enter this career should know?
They should know that it's going to take time. It's not going to be something you can dive in and just know every answer for. And even to this day, like I know Hutto can agree, we're learning something new every single day. The medical field is constantly changing with new techniques, new science, new whatever. So you may know the textbook from front to back, but you're not going to know real life situations until you actually experience them.
It's not all about the money. There's other jobs that you can do that make a lot more money
with the time you work.
With them, per hour. But again, the reward you get from being watching kids be successful that's a reward.
With your help.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it. Thank you for your time.
Bam.
Welcome.